Here we are again. This time it will be again for 20 minutes. So this time is like the last time. It's like every time. Let's try and press D while we are on the body armor. Press D. Ooh, it's looking pretty nice. But we will also do something else. Let's crease it. But let's see which is in the middle. Okay, we have a middle here, which is fine. And I will do this. I will get it solo because it will be easier to work with the solo. Then go to Z modeler, go to the middle edge and press space. While holding space, crease, edge loop complete. Press those two and then crease it. But it's not gonna be very good because you see it's super sharp, it doesn't have any specular. So Control Z. Why? Because the crease is equal to the crease level here, which is 15, which is a lot. It will be the sharpest. So we'll go to 1. And then crease, and then press D to see what's happening. It's not quite good, but we will have to increase the dynamic subdivisions to see. Let's increase it to 4. And it's not exactly perfect again. So it's not very good, especially in this area here in the front. But it's not bad either. I mean, it's not the best. So let's try at 2. Crease it at level 2. Let's go to 2. Here. 2. Enter. And just press. And now it's a bit better. And I think this will be nice. Let's now try to make this work. Because until the middle area, it should be more straight. Everything should be straighter before the middle area. Okay, we can crease this also, but this is not looking very good here. I don't know why. Let's see. Okay, the topology of all those things is not very good because it's not good. It's not good, even worst than not good. Let's try it with the lesser topology and to see what's going on. Oh, it's amazingly bad. So let's try it with a little bit more, but not too much. 0.2, for example. Wow, this is completely not good. So yeah, it's difficult. So what I want is to have lines along this line here, along here. Let's try something else. I will show you something here, which is very interesting. When you zero mesh, which is this thing here, zero mesher. Yeah, when you zero mesh, you can put guidelines to guide the zero mesher to put edge loops there. So we go to B and select the zero mesher guideline brush. How to find it? It's Z and then zero mesher guides. Zero mesher guides, press it, and now we can drag guidelines where we want them to be. Exactly on those lines. If we are able to have the edge loops going exactly on these lines, we will be in a very great shape. But let's see, it's sometimes it doesn't work exactly as planned. So we just have to hope it will work. Just a little bit of a hope. And I'm not using those guidelines too often. I rarely use them. But sometimes when I want a good topology on some places, I just use them. So we have them now. Let's try to zero mesh. Just zero mesh when the guidelines are active. And it's absolutely hideous. If we can say hideous, it's hideous. And it's definitely hideous. It's not very good, although, yeah, it's not very good, obviously. But the thing is that the lower poly count we have, the better it will be to adjust our geometry. So maybe we should work with this kind of polygons that we have, for example, now. Let's try this. Let's go to our move brush. So the Z guidelines sometimes work, sometimes don't work that much. In this case, that we had, they didn't work. But in some cases, I'm just showing them to you to know that they exist. You can check them out, you can test them. For you, in some cases they could work, in some not that much. Yeah, here we have a problem, obviously, which is a big problem, and I don't know if we can decide, I mean, if we can fix this problem. But let me see now. I don't want these polygons here, so I will connect them together, and then I will weld points. And I think they have welded, which is kind of good. Then I will go to Z modeler, go to a point. At this point we haven't got to a point yet. So go to a point, press space, and then stitch. And then press 1, 2. And they are stitched. And then press, again go to Z modeler, stitch, press 1, and then press 2. And we are good. Draw size, I just made it 0. I will make it bigger. This menu sometimes appears, not sometimes, every time appears, when you press space and you are not on the model, you press space. It appears this menu. You have this, you have to select colors and stuff. I don't use it that much, this menu, but it's fine. It's fine that it appears. So with the move brush, we'll try to make this exactly what we want it to be. Just with the move brush, and arm yourself with not only move brush but patience, and we can do it. Patience will be greatly required here. Okay. Yeah, and since we have very little poly count, very less polygons, or not so many polygons, if we can say so, we have a greater control over everything. Of course, here, this becomes very, very bad. And yeah, I don't like it, of course. This is not good. But we don't have a choice now, because we already have started doing this. And if we zero mesh now, it will be to start from all over again. And this won't be that visible probably in the long run. So we might be cool with this. Yeah, from afar, we just get the backside. If it was visible, and because it wouldn't be, because of the cape, but if it was visible, we would be in a lot of trouble. Yeah, I'm saying it because it's like this. We could do something else. We could delete some of the polygons. For example, let's do it. Let's delete, oops. We have to go here with Control Shift and change our brush to select rectangle, and then Control Alt Shift and drag until we delete those polygons. And we need to delete those two, but we will delete them manually. I will show you how. Let's del hidden, because we don't need them. Del hidden. Here in the back, let's see what we have. Yeah, they won't be that visible. And we will delete all those polygons in the bottom here. So let's do it by going to a polygon, press space, while we are on Z modeler brush, of course, delete a single poly, and start to delete some polygons here. And of course, when we delete all those polygons, we have an island, and we can delete the whole island. We just change the action to delete an island, which is absolutely legit. We can delete also this edge loop here, and we will be fine. And this edge loop was let me think a bit. How I deleted this edge loop, you will ask. I deleted it by accident. No, I deleted it when we have, because I am now on insert single edge loop. But how I deleted it? With Alt. Because now I created, with Alt I deleted. So this is the Alt version of this brush. Okay, move. Yeah, this takes a lot of time, obviously, and it shouldn't, but it does. So I think it's cool, but it's better to be having a good topology and then, you know, than to have bad topology. Wow. So wise. So wise. I don't know. I don't know why, how I got this, you know, super, you know, wise things. Let's go to delete again single poly and delete those. And I think we are ready for thickness. So now we will use it to make thickness, but not now. Let's first make it a little bit more, you know, interesting. Not interesting, but to look better, at least. I think it's looking fine, but let's see. Okay, it's okay. We will crease and it will look fine. So for now, I would need to make a thickness. So the thickness will be great. I mean, big thickness. Let's do this. So extrude all polygons and inward. Big thickness. And then flip it. And now we have this thing which is more like an armor. And I appreciate it more. And this is better. Except for this part here, but hopefully this part will forgive us, because it will be kind of difficult to do it. So we'll leave it like this. Very bad and very heavy decision of our side, but we have to make it because we don't have a choice. But yeah, let's make it. We have a little bit of time, so we can try to do it. How to fix this? So we go to we're going to delete some polygons here. Delete a single poly, this, and this. And now we have to just connect them together. Let me see how we can do this connection. It will be difficult because we have between this part. We can try to erase it. Let's try Alt. Hopefully we haven't deleted something important. Okay. And from here also we can erase this. And it doesn't matter too much. And now we can connect them by going to an edge. For example, this edge. Then go to a bridge. And just press this one and then press this one. It doesn't happen. So again, press this one and then press this one. And now it had happened. Now press this one. It's difficult to press them because we have a lot of edges behind. And it's pretty difficult. But if you got it, maybe with the mouse will be easier. No, I haven't got it. Let's do this. No. I don't know working now. Let's try it again. Oops. It has happened. Now it is good. And now I will connect this point. I will stitch it. Okay, I will stitch this point to this point. And now it's kind of working. I mean, it's barely good looking. Not quite perfect, but it's, like I said, bearable. Maybe bearable, it's a good thing to say. Let's try to dynamesh it. No, not dynamesh. Dynamesh, never dynamesh. We will dynamically subdivide it and then we crease. Let's try it too. Okay. We have something here. Let's crease some other things here. Crease, edge loop complete, this one. Very good. Let's crease this one. Also good. We don't care about those things because they are not visible. We only care about these things here. And they're looking pretty good. Let's crease also this area. And it's starting to look pretty awesome. I don't know if you understood even half of the things that I did to make this armor look fine. But if you did, thanks to the explanations beforehand of, about those things, it will be just amazing. And this will mean that you already are pretty familiar with ZBrush and its functions. And that is what we wanted to achieve, of course. So now we will push this inwards. So we'll get this kind of a thing. Let's see it. It's looking kind of good. It's not the best, but it's not the worst either. So it's kind of in between. We see that here we have some empty space behind the head, and also empty space where the legs are, but this in the legs we don't care. We care about this one. So we will put a sphere under the head to be able to fill this space. Let's append here from subtool, append, sphere 3D, and it's kind of somewhere there, the sphere. We will find it in the bottom of our subtool menu. Yes, and where is it? It's just behind the head. So I will pull it down with W. Of course, I'm calling my pivot. I'll make it bigger. I'll pull it back, and then with the move brush and symmetry, I will push it backwards here also, so it will be just behind the head, barely visible. And this, I think, is pretty nice looking already. So we are on the right path here, hopefully. And one thing we have, which is still low poly, is those not shoulders, those things on the legs. So the knee armor, and I will have to press D, and then, which is dynamic subdivision, of course, it's D, go to 4, crease it at 1, crease, and then we have to crease it manually with Z modeler. Just crease this, and probably also this. And it's starting to look not very good, but not very bad. We can refine it later, of course. Other thing we want to do is press D on this and see what happens. It's not super perfect, but I think we can handle this. We can make it a bit like this. It doesn't have to be that sterile, yeah. And what else we can do is maybe start working on the hands. But the hands are a little bit tricky, because this hand will be like this, like it is now. But the other hand will have to pose, but it's not the problem. I will show you how to pose. Even with a lot of subtools, we'll be able to pose. And now our model is starting to look pretty awesome. Let me show you in the next video how to make those spikes here. I will show you 2 ways to make the spikes. One you know already, to append a cone and then put it with the pivot to rotate it, to move it until it fits where we want it to be. Maybe there is another way. Let's see, B. And then we go to some primitives. We have to have primitives here. I'm not sure where exactly they are, but we should find them at some point. Yeah, they're here. So let's see if we have a cone. Basically, we don't have a cone here. Let's see the other primitives. We don't have a cone here either. And that's unfortunate, because it will be easier if we had a cone in there. But if we don't worry if you don't have some of these brushes, because some of them mesh insert dot. Okay, we have this. Let's press M. No. So what's going on? Oh, it's not good. Okay, we will not work with this. Okay. So this will be for this video. I will show you how to make those conical spikes. Maybe in the next video or something else. We'll see. Nobody knows, but we'll see. So, bye for now.